Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel, and welcome to the Black Friday 2024 haul. I'm going to already tell you out the gate that this haul is not going to be as big as my other ones. In previous ones, I was someone who would analyze how many products I used in that given year, and then I would be doing this huge shop to restock my shelves so that I basically didn't have to buy a doggone thing for the entire year, or I only had to buy very little. This year I have so much stuff that's open that I just didn't get into the vibe of buying more stuff. I'm like, I see things here, I mentally am blocked and I can't buy other things. So this haul is mostly stuff that I thought was interesting or that I want to try, or products that I regularly use that are empty or close to being empty. And so it's just not a lot of stuff going on here. I'm happy to say that brands are back to doing sales throughout the year like they never stopped. And so I am able to get a pretty good price on things outside of Black Friday, which there was a little period around there where it was a little dicey and you couldn't really get things at a big sale price outside of Black Friday. And then even then Black Friday was kind of weak for a couple of the years in the past. However, this year it was actually pretty good, and let's get into it. Alright, so the first place I shopped was the Do. I placed my order on Saturday, the 23rd of November, and it was a 40% off sale and there was no code. It was $8 shipping, which is not the cheapest, but not like astronomically expensive. Now, child, I about flipped out because this order was supposed to come in the day that we were leaving town. And I have an account with pretty much every shipping thing or whatever, so I can see things coming and I can like divert them somewhere else or hold the mail or whatever. How about the dude was using laser ship? Laser ship of all people, and I don't have an account with them, and I don't think you can get an account that you can do that kind of control with them. So let me show you guys what I got from them, and I'll talk a little bit more about this laser ship situation, especially if you're not familiar. So the first thing I picked up from them was the Dear Mama Moisture Milk. This is actually a pretty decent sized product. It's 12 ounces and it's so cute. I wanted to give this a try. I observed the whole moisture milk situation on YouTube years ago, but never tried any. So I'm actually going to give them a try this time around. And then the other thing that I picked up was the Gangster Wrap from the Press Play line. I think this is more so intended for people who are straightening their hair. I do a couple of different things with my hair that are like sets, so I thought this might be nice to do with my sets. And it may give me more like soft hair that I can just comb out and get like a blowout vibe from. If that is what happens, that's fine. But I noticed that the product was vegan friendly unless I missed something on the ingredients, whereas a lot of the Do's other products are not vegan friendly. So I was excited to try these two products from the Do. And I do see that there's some other products that are coming out that were announced after I made the purchase, and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to just wait on those and see what's going on with those, especially after my stash goes down a little bit. Now, laser ship. Let me tell y'all what laser ship is somebody who is using their regular car, who is not wearing a uniform, that just is whoever, whatever. It has very much of like a Uber Eats type feel. They hire anybody. They roll up to your house, they drop the package. A lot of companies use them because laser ship is cheap and it is quick. You could get the product to the person really, really fast. Particularly a lot of like meal services will use laser ship so that you can quickly get the food every single week. The thing is, whenever you do, like, you have to talk to their chat to try to get to leave like directions for delivery. And I gave directions because I'm like, oh crap, laser ship. And I gave directions, but I knew that they wasn't gonna do it. I said, put it in the screen because our front door has a screen. He ain't do it. He dropped it, took a picture of it, and went on by his business because I saw him on the camera. So this package sat in front of my house for like 4 or 5 days. Nothing says we're not home like a package sitting in front of your house for days. So I was a little frustrated at that. The laser ship thing really took me by surprise. Okay, so the next thing that I did was, this was on, what was this date? It was on Sunday, 11/24, so it was the next day. I made some purchases in person. Both of these stores were having 40% off. So Sally Beauty was having 40% off of, what was it? Textured hair, and Ulta was having 40% off of curly hair. Similar type of deals. So I went at Sally Beauty. I picked up some Camille Rose Curl Maker. I want to revisit this. This is something I used to use in the past and repurchase and everything like that. And then I also picked up from them 2 of the Mixed Chicks Deep Conditioner. Again, this is something that I know I like. It's not a revisit to try and see if I like it. Revisit because I know that I like this conditioner. And I was like, oh, 40% off. It's already not expensive as it is. So I was really excited to get this. And then when I went to Ulta, this is something I want to try. Okay, and it happened to be 40% off. So I got the Eva NYC Therapy Session Hair Mask. They just recently did a big rebrand and changed all the packaging. It's a lot more attractive. I didn't get that fancy packaging because this was made like, what, a whole month before they did the rebranding. And then I also picked up this other deep conditioner from them, which is the Main Magic 10-in-1 Shine Mask. Yeah. So I was really excited to pick those up. And if you don't know, Eva NYC, I believe all of their products are vegan friendly. I think that's something that they try to do with their products. So, all right, back to shopping online. We're talking about Thanksgiving week at this point. So this was Monday, 11/25. I popped over to Wedad. They were having a 40% off, and the code was Cyber Friday in all caps. It was hard getting the items into my cart there. So I would put the items in my cart, right? And then I would go to the next page and then that item wouldn't be there. And so I kept having this issue of only 2 of the items being in my cart, hopping in and out, until I finally got everything in my cart and I was able to check out. I paid $7.95 for shipping because the free shipping was for like a certain threshold, and they also had a free gift, but that was for a certain threshold and I didn't meet it with the items that I was purchasing. So the first thing I picked up was from their Moisture Lock line. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the entire Moisture Lock line is vegan friendly, but I picked up their Extreme Hold Gel. I haven't seen anyone talking about it, and I really purposely did not look up anybody talking about it. Also with that, they have a Moisture Lock leave-in that goes along with it. Slightly different blue color. I'm not in love with that, but anyway, this is also vegan friendly. And you know what? Ouida is one of those brands I'd never tried before because they put something called Saracen in a lot of their products, which is like something that comes from silkworms. So as a vegan, I was like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, I know that a lot of people like Ouida. Now, also another thing I picked up from them was this Botanical Boost Multi-Use Curl Foam. And the way that they advertise this is it's basically being used as like a base foam. It's the directions tell you to put stylers on top of this. So I thought that that was really interesting of a marketing, you know, choice and how they're like positioning this. And I wonder how people are going to receive this, because this is not something that I think most people will like, you know what, I need a base foam. Like, I don't think most people think of that. So I thought that was very interesting and I had to pick that up. So these are my purchases from Ouida. Also on that same day, I purchased from Alakay Naturals, 40% off, no code needed, $7 shipping. And I kept it really simple over there at Alakay. I picked up just 2 of these lemongrass Hold It styling gels. These are extremely popular. The girlies really like them. And I had tried gel from Alakay in the past and I did not like it. And this was like way before they even had packaging that looked like this, before they even, like, I mean, when I say a long time ago, I'm talking probably 2012, 2013 is when I tried them. And I just didn't like that gel. And so I said, I'm not going to go back and get anything else from them. But I'm going to give the lemongrass one a try. I think that they probably have improved the formulations greatly. And I'm not even sure if they even sell that particular gel that I tried. It was a pink hair gel that I had tried, and it slightly made my hair look pink. And I already naturally have brown hair, so putting something that was so colored on hair that's already brown, it just amped it up and made it more of a situation. I was like, no, I'm not gonna walk around with my hair looking pink. And then they gave a free sample of this Essential 17 hair growth oil. I don't typically like the feel of oils on my scalp, and I don't know if I just do too much, but it tends to be like really like nasty feeling on my scalp. So we'll see about this, whether it gets used up or I just pass this on to somebody else. All right, Wednesday, 11/27, the day before Thanksgiving, I made an order at Pattern. Now, Pattern was doing their sale for a while. They were doing the sale the whole week long, but what I did was I knew that I was going to be purchasing multiple items. So what I did was I waited until one of the items in my order was going to be a doorbuster. And that's when I made a purchase. So they were doing 30% off. So this is the first thing that's not 40% off, right? But 40% is still in the game because the doorbusters were each 40% off. So I was like, okay, cool. If I can wait it out, get a doorbuster for 40% off, and then I'll just get the rest of my order, add it to cart, and get it for the 30% off. okay? And then also from them, I paid $4.99 shipping, which is what I'm talking about. So here's what I got. I picked up the Palo Santo version of their foam. I use this foam. This foam appears in my braid out video, my braid out refresh video, and my band to knot out video because I do regularly use this. And it is almost empty. I have the other version of it. So I picked up this version because I want to get into the scent, and then I already know that it's a good product because it's something that I use regularly. Then what was the doorbuster was the Pattern Moisture Milk. I said I observed the Moisture Milk era on YouTube, didn't participate. I guess I'm participating now. So I wanted to try this out. I heard someone said it was good. This product is vegan friendly, unless I missed something on the ingredients. But yeah, this was the doorbuster that was 40% off. And then I also picked up the styling custard, which is what I styled this twist out video, coming soon. That video will be at the end of January, towards the end of January. But I styled this twist out with this product, and it was literally like, I probably couldn't even do a whole quarter of my head with what's left in that container. So I had to buy a new one to replace my product, because you never know when you might need to do a twist out. You never know when you might need to do one. And then they had a free gift for this one, and it was their Pattern claw clip. It's black, it's simple. I think it's supposed to be heavy duty. I've seen the girls use this. But you know, it's not something I would have normally have bought for myself, but hey, you know, now I have it and I'm definitely going to use it. I'm not going to turn down a hair tool. All right, and still on that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I made the largest purchase that I made this entire time, and that was from Miche Beauty. It was 30% off as a part of their VIP offer. I don't think they may have offered that to other people. Funny thing is, I'm not a VIP, but somebody had screenshot their cart, and in the screenshot I could see the code. So I was like, let me go to the website and use the code. Let me go to the website and use the code, because you didn't screenshot your thing and I see the code in it. So anyway, 30% off. The shipping, despite this order being a 3-digit order, even after 30% off, I still had to pay for shipping. It was $6.99, and I'm just wondering, why isn't this free? Most people give you free shipping year-round regularly if you purchase over $100, but they did not. Interesting. Also, I will say that this was one that took the longest to ship. It took the longest for them to even send it out. I know they have a thing on their website that's like 2 weeks, allow for 2 weeks, which I do think is reasonable. But no one else took that long, not even Camille Rose, and I'm getting on them next. And I think they took 2 weeks and a couple of days to send my Miche order. I literally got it today, right before I'm filming this video. So I film my videos a little off of when they're posted. So yes, we are in mid-December, and I just now got this order. So, oh, and a thing that was really cool here is that, did y'all know that if you attach your credit card that has rewards to your PayPal account, some websites let you use your credit card rewards to pay for the purchase? This was one of the ones, and I think one other, I can't remember who else the other one was, but this was one of the ones that allowed me to purchase this order out of my credit card rewards, meaning this did not come out of my actual money. Like, this was like girl math, this was free. This was free because they let me use my credit card rewards. I really like that. Anyway, let's get into what this was, because like I said, this was one of the largest purchases that I made. Okay, so I picked up the Miche Moisturizing Shampoo. I'm not someone who is that into shampoos, and you're like, girl, but aren't you Giovanni down to the socks? Well, I am. But the reason why, it's an orange scent, a citrus scent. The reason why I picked it up is because the last time I got my hair done, I told Elaine that I needed my hair clarified because I didn't do it. I was like, yeah, I was halfway through the shower and forgot that I needed to clarify. So she clarified, and then the second lather she did with this shampoo. And I thought that it was just very luxurious of an experience. And I said, okay, why haven't I tried their shampoo? Went and checked the ingredients. Was like, again, why haven't I tried their shampoo? So I went ahead and picked this up, even though I do primarily use Giovanni shampoo and conditioner. Something nice to try. This is a little 8 ounce little ditty right here. It's not a lot of product, so we gonna check it out. And then I also picked up some stylers from them. I picked up the Tropical Oasis. Look at the new packaging if you were unaware of the new packaging. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I picked up the Tropical Oasis gel. Again, Elaine has used this on my hair at least twice that I've gone to the salon. So she puts this and then she puts Inba Naturals over it. And I think for some people she uses a combo of the Sculpt Gel and this. But when I got my hair done the first time with the combo, I ain't see the Sculpt Gel nowhere to be found. Okay, so I think that she used just this and Inba, and there was no extra product used. So yeah, I like the way my hair comes out when she uses that combo, and also important factors when I go to wash my hair after the fact, it doesn't feel dry or like dusty. So I was like, well, let me get some to try at home. Let me get some for home. And then when I went and looked at the ingredients of the Sculpt Gel, again, unless I'm missing ingredients here, I was like, why ain't the girlies talking about this? Why aren't the girls talking about this? It actually seems like a pretty decent gel, so I'm excited to try this. Now it does have xanthan gum, so I feel like some people might not have liked it for that, because xanthan gum provides good hold but can flake. It doesn't like everybody's leave-in, or sometimes if you don't have like maybe like an oil-based leave-in or something like that, or like a topper or something like that, sometimes xanthan gum can flake. Maybe that's why this isn't as popular of a gel. I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. And then I picked up some limited edition. I've been looking at this for years over years. I've looked at the limited edition but have never picked it up, and finally I got some. So if you're not familiar, Miche has deep conditioners that are like holiday scented and stuff like that, or sometimes they're like they have the strawberry one that I think maybe that was in the summer or something like that. So I picked up the warm sugar cookie. This one is for softness and moisture. And then I also picked up the sparkling cranberry, and this one, I don't know if it has any promise. Oh, for strengthening and shine. And literally, I don't care about strengthening nor shine. I just picked it up because I love cranberry. Like, don't y'all love cranberry juice, cranberry sauce from a can? From a can, okay? I just love cranberry, so that's why I had to get this one. Look at that. Doesn't it look like a fancy candle? And then this one, I'm feeling the metallic vibes. Yes, so these will probably be used outside of the festive season, because I did pick up, you know, deep conditioners, and I only use deep conditioner now when I'm actually doing a deep conditioning treatment. I'm not using deep conditioner just all the time, weekly, like I used to as a detangler and not actually deep conditioning with it. Now I only use it when I deep condition. So I go through deep conditioner a lot slower. So who knows when I'll be using these, but I'm excited nonetheless. And then they gave me a free little foam. I do have the full size of the foam. They actually sent that to me. Thank you very much, Miche. I don't think I'm officially on their PR list though, because I ain't got nothing since. But they did send me the big size of this. It is like this much product in there. It's gone. And I tend to use the Miche foam to slick back my hair for like buns and stuff like that. That's what I prefer to use this one for. And because it's a little softer than the pattern one. My husband go crazy for the scent of this one, y'all. I'm trying to be a little quiet because he in the next room, but he liked the scent of this one a whole lot. So this is good because when I use the other one, if it runs out, I got backup to put on my hair. And also I could probably put this as a topper over something to give it a nice little scent. Let's see. I'll have to try that out. I don't know, but I kind of want to preserve that as a backup to my other product, because my other product it's on its last leg, y'all. It's on its last leg. Okay, so now on the timeline, we are actually on Thanksgiving Day, November 28th, okay? I made this order. Whole situation with this order, okay? So I went on their website, and this was not, their sale had not launched yet, but this particular item, these particular items that I purchased were on a special deal for $10 a piece, or you can get them bundled for like $40. And so there was like 4 products in total, bundled up, $40, and I was like, okay, bet. So I was trying to purchase this, bundle, and I kept getting this error message saying that my address wasn't valid or something, like we don't ship to your address. And I was like, hold up, because I live in a house in the US. I don't live in base housing anymore, thank you Lord Jesus. Many years ago we lived in base housing, and I was like, why can't y'all ship to me? What is the problem? I even contacted their customer service, and of course it's a holiday, so they're not getting back with me. They got back with me the next day after I had already made the order, and the person's like, I see you were able to make an order. Is everything good? I'm like, yeah, it's good. I don't know what the problem was. So let me show you what I got, and then I'll explain to you how I was able to finally make the order and what the issue was. So yeah. Oh, and the shipping was $10. Child, $10, okay? And as far as the shipping timeline, they are another one that gives you a warning, like, yeah, it's going to take us longer. And I will say that before the 2 weeks came through, because I think their thing was 2 weeks, I got it it started shipping and started moving through the system before the 2 weeks. So they were good there. Okay, so what I picked up was the Guava Slip. This is their new line, Guava Slip conditioner. And then this is the Guava Slip shampoo. I think it's because this shade of pink is just, I think the shade of pink got me. Again, I'm not really into buying shampoos. Y'all know I don't hardly ever buy shampoos. So we're going to have other things to be trying. And then I was like, guava, they got me. Okay, so Guava Slip shampoo conditioner. And then I also have the Guava Slip detangling leave-in conditioner. And this got me because it has the same feel to me as my Kinky Curly leave-in. However, I hope it gets along better with stuff better than my Kinky Curly leave-in. You guys who've seen the base study with Kinky Curly leave-in know that I don't like that leave-in with anything outside of the Kinky Curly combo. I don't like it. So hopefully this is better. Also, Camille Rose has their Curl Love Moisture Milk, and I don't like that. So I just hope that this is like a lot better than those two conditioners. But anyway, what happened was the fourth product was like a product in a jar. I think it was like a styler of some kind. So I was like, oh, let me get this styler. The problem that I was having was the stuff was showing as all in stock, right? The individual products. And then the bundle was there. I was trying to buy the bundle, and then it was giving me an error message when I would go through to make the purchase. So what I had to do, I don't know what it was. I think I saw something online or something like that that inspired me to take the bundle out of my cart and to put all the individual products. Now, this was hours later that I finally tried this. And when I put the individual products, the styler product was gone. It was out of stock. I couldn't get it. Okay. So what I did was I just purchased the 3 products that were available separately. And then when I went through to make the purchase went through no problem and like smooth. So I think what the issue was that I was trying to buy the bundle, and for some reason it just wasn't letting me get the bundle. So I did not participate in Camille Rose's like actual Black Friday sale. I don't really know what the promotion was. If you guys did participate, let me know what the promotion was, because I don't know. And you know, I got the styler, the gel, the old school OG gel for 40% off, but I got it in person at Sally Beauty. Please let us know what your biggest whale of a purchase was, or did you just buy everything for 40% like I did? Because 40% was that girl this year. 40% was the pattern of the day or of the whole season. Now, while I have you here, because if people come in for these, I have a channel membership. So if you would like to join my channel membership, there's information down below. It's available only to people who are subscribed to the channel. And then also go back in December and watch some of the videos that you may have missed in December, because a couple of videos I put out and they didn't really get the views. And so if you're interested in any of that, definitely go check that out.